Hello, all you beautiful souls. Jules here, and happy Moon Day. We are at a fresh start of a new week, and we're going to be doing our astrology forecast. This is for July 21st to July 27th. Today is the very last day of Cancer season as we move into Leo season. Now, this hasn't been a typical Cancer season with Jupiter retrograde, and it won't be a normal Leo season as well with Mercury retrograde. By the way, how is everyone doing in Mercury retro? You all know how I'm doing. Struggling at the beginning, but slowly smoothing things out. Etsy took my shop away, as you guys know. I did a little bit more research, and apparently you cannot claim metaphysical properties on Etsy. So you can't say this crystal heals this, that, and this. You just can't do it anymore. So basically descriptions for crystals are going to be the size, the weight, and the color. So I did appeal it. I know I won't get it back because I violated all of my listings. They flagged listings I've had for the past 2 years that have literally just been sitting there, never even touched, never bothered with, but they flagged every single one of my listings that I had. So, oh well. And then another funny story. So I sleep with my phone next to me. We all know we shouldn't. You should sleep with your phone in another room. Why? Because it transmits waves, like frequency and radio waves that are constantly moving through your body that don't help you sleep. They keep you up. They're like, hey, check your phone. Hey, you got a message or a notification. Now, yes, it is sometimes important to sleep with your phone in case there's an emergency or you know that something's going on, but keep your ringer on at night and you can hear it in the other room. I know I don't do this, but what I do is I move my phone from next to me on my nightstand all the way over to the other nightstand on the other side of the bed, just so that helps. And I do notice that I sleep better without my phone next to me or on the ground or away from my head. Okay, so off of that tangent. So apparently in my sleep, I bought a $20 hammer. It's just a normal wooden hammer with like the metal top part. And it was from Ireland. So the shipping was $50 to ship this hammer. And the hammer only cost $20. So needless to say, after taxes, I spent $80 on a $5 hammer from Ireland. I never bought this like mentally, physically, knowingly. Did not spend $80 on a used hammer at that. So I reported that to Etsy as well. They did not help me. They did not give me the opportunity to return it. They basically said you ordered it and you're stuck with it. So yeah, Etsy has not been very friendly lately, and I don't understand. I know there's a lot of new laws in effect, and especially with the metaphysical world blowing up, a lot of people claim things that, they're not Western medicine, so they're not FDA approved or something like that, and Etsy does not like that. They want you to be basic. They want you to make your items from scratch. But then again, if you're making items from scratch and the materials come from different places, how do you necessarily fit their guidelines if you're buying crystals from overseas and they don't want that, basically? Oh well, enough of that. That's my Mercury retro. I've been exploring different ways to sell, but as you all know, I do crystal jewelry, and it's very hard to I would say get a platform and not spend more money on your website a month than you are profiting on your product, or evening out. There are websites you can spend up to $90 a month using Square to create your website, but that becomes like a big chunk of change. That's like, auto insurance a month or homeowner's insurance. Like, I only spend $130 for my home and auto insurance a month. So I really like to know where my money is going, and you don't know if you're going to get sales. So that's another important factor to factor in. You could lose money. There's just a lot that goes into running a business. And when you're doing it solo, it makes it a little bit harder, but it also gives you the opportunity to revamp, redo, and reimagine your company. So, Mercury rules, it's a planet of communication, data, and media. So, with Mercury Retro in Leo, will rule childhood memories, nostalgia. So you're going to be feeling a lot of that this summer. You might want to take a trip to where you used to live, or to a restaurant you used to go to, a candy shop. You're going to be feeling and almost reliving some memories this summer with Mercury in retro. Leo rules the heart and the spine. Leos are courageous, bold, and they know how to roar. Leo is the power, the fire. It is the human spirit. People, especially Leo and all fire signs, will find a way to keep their fire burning. So all you Capricorns, Leos, and I believe, what's the other fire sign? Aries, me. So Aries, Leo, it's Sagittarius, sorry. I think I said Capricorn. But it's Sag, Leos, and Aries. Those are your fire signs. They're bold. They know how to make moves, and they're going to keep that fire ignited. They do not give up easily. And they'll always find a way to get something done. So Mercury began retro at 13 degrees Leo. And Leo season is not going to be Leo season this year. So be very mindful, triple check everything that you're doing. There's going to be a new moon in Leo on the 24th this week, so that is Thursday. And new moons are a time to set intentions, plant seeds. Now, Leo is a fire sign, but it's also a fixed sign. They are set in their ways, so whatever new thing you're working on or you're planning on starting, now would probably not be the best time to start something new when Mercury is in retro. Not saying you can't do it, but you want to make sure what you already have as a foundation you're reanalyzing. Mercury retro is about the re's. So you're reanalyzing, you're bringing in a new structure, not in Mercury retrograde. You want to build off that structure. So what can you fix to make it stronger? What do you already have that you maybe don't need? And revisit how you used to do things. I do this with my crystal jewelry. I'll go back in my photos and I'll revisit designs and things that I've done. Now we're also in a unique period of Gemini and Uranus, and this started on July 7th and will last the next 8 years. So we are really experiencing the duality right now, the good, the bad, the hot, the cold, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. We're all feeling it all right now. We're revealing our true selves, pulling off our mask and those smoke screens. You might find yourself being picky right now as well. So not just any situation or person will do. and we're being forced to surrender.